What's up, guys? Today we are doing some laser tagging. It's Zap Zone, if you guys never heard of it. But it's basically laser tag. If you don't know what laser tag is, it's like a game. You run around like this obstacle course, kind of, and you're playing tag, you know, like, but you're playing with laser guns, which basically like you shoot at the other person. And you wear these vests that kind of, you know, it goes like over your front and your back. It's got like sensors all over, like your shoulders, you know, your chest, your back. And then it's got a gun attached to it, and the gun has sensors and stuff too, and then it shoots like a laser beam, and, you know, you just shoot each other. And then there's like different things you can shoot at, like the base of the other team. Like, you know, the green team has a base somewhere, the red team has a base somewhere. But basically, long story short, it's really dark, you know, they have like black lights going, and it's like foggy, and they got loud music playing. It's super fun, and you're just running around, you know, you can shoot, like there's like hills you can run up, you know, to get up to like the second level, and then you can go down and whatnot. There's walls you hide behind, you know, there's mirrors so you can like shoot around corners and stuff. Super fun, super fun. But on the last Saturday of every month, they do like a $25 like all attractions from 9 p.m. to midnight, I believe. And that's a really good deal. Normally we pay like 20 or 30 bucks a person just to do like 2 laser tag games. But I'm trying not to talk too much. But I was like, you know what would be sweet? Because every time we went, I'm like, I can't really get any good footage because the gun, you have to hold it with 2 hands. And the reason they do that is people would hold the gun with 1 hand and then be like covering the sensors, you know, like so you can't get shot at, or like they're limiting where you can get shot from. So now there's a little sensor on the gun, so you got to hold it with 2 hands. And I was like, you know what would be sweet is to bring my GoPro. Jake actually gave me this one, so shout out Jake, super appreciative of that. I was like, ooh, I'll get a chest mount for my phone. My phone is big. I can't show you on camera. This is the GoPro. You see the size, you know, it's like yay big. Phone, I can't even fit in my hand. It's huge, and also it's very expensive. So I'm like, if I trip and fall, or this thing drops, or one of the little kids, because that's the issue when you're playing with little kids, is they will literally just be running and not paying attention and just smack into you. So it gets a little aggressive sometimes when, you know, you're getting like tackled by little kids almost. And they're not doing it on purpose. They're just not paying attention to anything around them, and they're just booking in full speed. And I was like, don't really know if I want my phone there. And then again, I was like, I don't know where that vest goes. I don't think it's going to work with my phone because my phone's so big. You know, the GoPro, I can have it up here and everything's going to be cool. But you know, my phone is going to go from here to here. And I'm like, I just don't know. So then I saw they make head mounts for the phones. I'm like, I got a big head, so it shouldn't look too weird. Like, it's going to look weird, but also it's dark in there. I'm like, hopefully, like, once we go in there, I can just like quickly, you know, throw the thing on my head and like strap my phone to it. But then I'm like, I don't know where my phone's recording. You know, I can't see the screen. I don't really want to be doing all this crap, you know, while everybody's playing. I'm going to be getting shot. I'm going to be losing points. I'm just being honest. I dominate at laser tag. So I remembered I had the GoPros. I'm like, oh, that's even better. Because a lot of the reviews for the head things with your phones were really crappy. The phone just goes like this the whole time. And I was like, yeah, the phone, like, it's got really good image stabilization, but not when you're running around and going crazy. I'm like, it's not going to look that good. I'm going to do all that extra work to get that footage, and I'm not going to be able to use any of it. So I was like, I got the GoPros. So I remembered, I was like, let me order one of those really cheap. It's like $20 accessory kits. And I order one of these probably like once every couple years, because you eventually just go through all these little mounts and stuff, because the GoPro mounts are like pretty much disposable. You can stick them on anything and just peel them off and throw them away. So I've got the chest mount here. So this is the one Jake gave me. This is like the Hero 8 Black or something like that. It's like a lot newer one. But he's got that awesome case that has that better microphone. And it has a spot for an external mic, you know, because obviously with him and the Angry Grandma videos, you know, microphones are really important. But the issue is without this, with this, you have to take the battery, like, little cover off the side. And he doesn't know where it's at. Kind of similar to this, but like it's actually this bottom piece right here, but it's on the side on the new one. So I have to leave this case on, which is no big deal, but it's a lot bigger and it's bulkier. And here's the head mount thing. So obviously, as you can see, it just kind of goes on your head like that. I cannot get this thing to like sit straight. And this camera's heavy, and it pushes this plastic against my head really hard. So I'm really hoping that I can use this. But I'm also trying to figure out what all mounts come in here, because I even thought like a wrist mount would be cool. Because then you guys could have like the head mount would be the coolest, because you guys will basically see what I'm seeing. The chest mount would be almost as cool, because it's, you know, just maybe a little bit lower than a first person view. But I was like, a wrist mount would be sweet for some footage, because I'm like, then you're like, you guys can see like from my hand, like where I'm aiming the gun and stuff. I'm like, I feel like that would be really cool. And I'll move it. You know, I think the majority of the time I'll have it on the chest, and then maybe for a second do like the wrist mount. And then I was like, I could bring both cameras, but that's worrying about way too much stuff. But I'm trying to figure out all these stupid mounts. Like this stuff, it just literally comes in bags. This is, oh, this might be the wrist one, maybe. Let's see. Okay, so this is the wrist one. See, it's kind of bulky, but it's nice because it's like padded, so I feel like I can have it on my wrist, and it's, you know, not really gonna bother me too much. Obviously, I can't put it on all the way with the camera in my hand. But what I don't like is this mount thing right here, like spins, which is cool. But to lock it, you press this little, like, this tab in right here, and it locks it, but like, it's still got a little bit of play, so I feel like the footage is gonna be like shaky. And then it super easily just like unlocks and spins. I guess it's not that easy, but still, like, I don't know. I don't feel like that's gonna be that solid, but I'll bring it anyways. I'm gonna stop talking because I've talked way too much already. So you guys will see when we get there.
On the head. He's gonna start stomping. There we go. Mine's gonna be like 8 tries. These are pretty sweet. They're stitched. They look cool. Oh!
Be sure to put on your vest correctly. Phaser in front. The magnet latch will automatically snap into place. Check out your code name displayed on the back of your phaser. That's how you'll be ranked at the end of your mission.
Here's how you use the phaser.
cheap. Yes.
Princess.
Bowser, I was number 2.
Jake, just go sideways. Move, bitch. I did a wheelie. Come on now. Touch tips.
What the fuck? Why is yours so big?
Oh, it's like broken or something.
You better, well, you better.
Damn it.
Come on.
Hurry up, I made it wrong.
Hurry up.
Thank God we know this.
Come on. Get ready for battle.
Oh, this one's hot.
You got your rubber?
No, are you fucking kidding me? There's another one. Look at it before you grab it. Holy shit. No, it's like broke.
Hurry up, I'll wait for you. Here. Let me see. Let me see this.
I got it. I got it. All right. Wait. Watch out. We got people sitting back here. They came back on. Hey, quit cussing. Down, down, down. Oh, she's green, she's green. Straight up, straight up, straight up, straight up. Ah, shoot. Down, 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 down. Jake, down. I got number 2 again. I was number 1 almost that whole damn time. Two. I was 1 almost the whole game. I don't really think it matters.
I tried.
I was one almost the whole game, and then I looked down, I was number 2 right at the end.
How? Caleb, what were you? 5?
What were you guys?
15?
I mean, I'm just saying.
I placed 6. Don't tell me what to read. That don't sound good.
Huh?
That don't sound
All right, we are, well, I'm back home. Shelby had to drop Caroline off at home. That was a blast. So it was $25 for unlimited, basically from 9 to 12. It was the glow-in-the-dark putt-putt, the bumper car things. There's like a kiddie, like, play gym thingy, and then like a trampoline, kind of like a Sky Zone type place where it's like the trampolines, but like they had like dodgeball and like all these like obstacle courses. That would have been cool, but like that thing was full of little kids and, well, actually a lot of like older people too, I guess, but that thing was just full, and it wasn't huge, like, you know, if you're familiar with like Jump Zone or whatever it's called, or Get Air. This was like a really small area, so I'm like, that wouldn't be fun. But laser tag, we only ended up doing 2 games. It was still like, it was a blast though. So the first game, when I was recording, like, I had the camera too low, and like for most of the shots, like, you know, like you're basically just seeing like the back of my hand and the gun, so it was kind of crappy. And then the second time after I watched it back, I was like, all right, let me use my wrist thing. So I put it on my wrist, and I had it, you know, to where like the camera was up here, like, you know, on top, because if I had it like this, you know, like my gun, I'm holding it like this, so, you know, the footage would be all sideways. And then I was like, I was looking at it, and like we were doing this because we sat down and got some food, and I'm like, that's gonna suck because the whole back of the gun is gonna be up in front of the lens. So I'm like, I can't use that one. Forgot to bring the head one in, because that would have been, I think that would have been sweet footage, because you would have got to see like everything, you know, like the best way possible. But like I said though, that one, I could get it on my head, but like the back would slide up, so I think I would have been like playing with that a lot. So first game wasn't too busy. There was a lot more people than when we normally play. It was a free-for-all, so like everybody was just at their own team. Like it wasn't like red, green, and blue, or whatever the teams are normally. The second game we played was like everybody in the building went in there. Like I didn't think there was going to be enough like of the guns for people. And then as we're getting ready, like there's more people coming and more coming, and I'm like, oh my God. And it was so many little kids, but the little kids don't like respect the rules. Like there was this one little kid that you've seen in the footage. He would stand there in one spot and like try to cover himself up, but then just sit there and just shoot and not try to run or anything like that. He would just sit there, shoot you, call you an MFer, call you a B word, call you every name in the book, and cuss and cuss and cuss. And then there was this other kid that would do the same exact thing, but then when you shot him, he would start like whining and like, oh, that's not fair. And I'm just like, oh my, you kids are, ooh. Yeah, so that was the second game. Both freaking games. I don't know about the first game, but I know at one point I was number 1. The second game, I was number 1 almost the whole time, right up until the end. And I got so mad because I was doing so dang good. But, as usual, I just have to let it be known for the record that I did beat everybody we played with, you know, our whole crew, because they said they were going to win.
But they didn't.
So I just want that on record. You know, you guys can go in their comments, let them know that I did win by a mile. I think Shelby came in like 15th, or Jake, or somebody came in like 15th in our group, and I was number 2 both times, which was the first in our group. Just saying.
Not to toot my own horn.
But, yeah, anyways, though, we're back home, and I am worn out. Oh, my God, but those bumper cars were so freaking fun. The glow golf was cool, but, like, we waited, like, there was a group that went in before us, and there was, like, 5 people. So I was like, hey, we'll stand back for, like, 5 or 10 minutes, let them get, like, a few holes up, so we're not, because I hate when you're playing golf, like, putt-putt golf or mini golf, whatever you call it, and you're, like, standing, you know, like standing at the hole, like waiting for the people to go, and then you go, you know, or vice versa. Like you're there and there's like a group of people right behind you waiting on you. So I was like, we'll wait like 5 or 10 minutes, let them get a few holes up. We went in there over 10 minutes later. they were still on the first hole. So I'm like, oh my God. So we just, like, the way the place was set up was kind of funky. So we just turned to the right, and that was the 5th hole. So I was like, we'll just start here, because, like, it's not free because we paid for it, but, you know, it's like unlimited. So we could go back or whatever. We can play all night if we wanted. So we did that. And then by, like, the 2nd or 3rd hole that we went, like, we just went in order from, like, 5, you know, 5, so on, whatever it went to. And then at one point there was, like, 2 guys that were just, like, zooming through the holes, just, like, standing right behind us. I'm like, all right, this is getting really kind of annoying. And then they must have got annoyed and, like, went back the other way or something like that. But we ended up, you know, finishing off. And, I don't know, like, putt-putt's fun, but the courses, like, they were real small because it's indoors. But it was cool because it was glow in the dark. But, yeah, it was still a blast. So that wraps up this long video, and I will see you guys next time. And if you guys have, like, any sort of laser tag around you and you've never went, go. It's a blast. And oh my God, is it a workout. You will be sweating your butt off in the first couple minutes.